Silence. That's the first step. But I'm not talking about the domesticated silence we were taught to tolerate. I don't mean that quietude that lowers your gaze, smiles timidly, and asks permission even to dream big. I'm referring to a different kind of silence. One that makes others uncomfortable. The powerful silence of a woman who no longer needs to prove anything, but has an entire universe to conquer. That silence isn't absence. It's strategy. It's the silence of someone who observes, sharpens her mind, and acts while everyone else competes for attention. Do you see it, love? Today, many raise their voices seeking approval, but those who are actually building real wealth, not just financially, aren't dancing to entertain anyone. They're focused. They're designing their empire, far away from the spectacle. Because authentic power doesn't need noise. It's cultivated slowly like great plans. Like fine wine. Like you. And now that you've crossed 50, you're at the perfect point to apply this formula that separates girls from strategists. Impulsives from those who think like investors. You don't have to be Warren Buffett to get it. But you do need one firm decision. Stop making yourself small. Want to know why the 90-day rule can transform your reality? Because for 3 months, you'll behave as if you've already arrived. Not by pretending with borrowed items, but by thinking, choosing, and acting as though your life already reflects the greatness you're building. True wealth begins in the mind long before it appears in the bank. Most people live on autopilot. They complain, wear themselves out, connect with the same emptiness. If you haven't escaped that pattern, it traps you. But when you apply this rule, everything starts to shift. Why 90 days? Because it's the precise length of time for a discipline to become part of your identity. At first it hurts. You'll be judged. You'll be told you're overreacting. But by day 30, there's no turning back. Because you will have proven to yourself that you deserve more. And that you never forget. During these 90 days, you'll close the noise channel. No more sharing your ideas with those who don't value them. No more seeking comfort where there's never been outcome. You'll step away elegantly from places where you used to seek pay-per-view attention. And there, right there, the real game begins. While others exhaust themselves in pointless battles, you'll be building a new you. Habit by habit. Without witnesses. Without scandals. Without likes. You'll move like a woman of power well before the world recognizes it. And by the time they do, you'll be too far ahead for anyone to catch. But before I explain how it works, I must warn you. This isn't for everyone. This path doesn't tolerate compliance. It demands a dose of cold calculation, vision, and above all, zero need for approval. It requires you stop trying to be liked by everyone. You must accept that your age isn't a curse. It's your greatest advantage. Because now you know who you are. You've paid the price of ignoring yourself. And now it's time to collect. Yes, we'll speak of money, but also of respect, energy, focus. Because when you change internally, the universe responds. And it responds in earnest. Let's get to it. The 90-day rule is divided into 3 phases, 3 pillars, 3 silent moves that, if executed with intention, radically redesign your life from the root. Phase 1, radical purification, days 1 to 30. This first stretch is the most uncomfortable. You'll feel lonely, out of place, because you're going to cut all the small power leaks that have worn you down for years. Concrete examples. Stop responding to meaningless conversations. Cancel gatherings where you pretend. End connections that exist only out of pity or routine. Filter the content you consume. And, most importantly, learn to say no without excuses. This isn't selfishness. It's health. Emotional hygiene. A woman who wants to build herself can't remain tied to scarcity patterns. Those who understand stay. The rest will criticize. Let them speak. While you clear your ground, they keep sowing chaos. Phase 2, building high-value identity, days 31 to 60. Here you'll begin deciding with precision. You're not going to imitate Instagram-rich girls. You'll become a strategic woman. Serene. One who doesn't negotiate her time or mental peace. You'll define your standards. What you allow. What you tolerate. And yes, that includes yourself. Because often your saboteur lives in the mirror. You're the one who postpones. Who makes excuses. In this stage, you become your own boss. You observe. Make uncomfortable decisions. Demand of yourself as though your life depends on it. Because it does. You're founding a new company, You Inc. Phase 3, silent action, days 61 to 90. This is where everything shifts. Externally, it might not show. But internally, you'll feel it. You'll take decisive steps without announcing them. You'll start that project you've postponed for years. Study something that opens doors. Redesign your routine, your environment, your presence. You'll no longer seek to be understood, just respected. And when you complete this cycle, I promise you won't go back. Because you'll have tasted your own value. You'll know you don't need anyone's permission to live loudly. And how does this connect with real wealth? It connects in everything. As that wise investor said, real value doesn't make noise. It's cultivated away from the spotlight. And you, love, are your greatest investment. You can't keep selling yourself cheap in markets that don't deserve you. Create value. Cultivate it. Protect it. That's real wealth. This isn't for shortcut seekers. It's for those who understand their time is sacred and their attention priceless. Now that you're here, I want you to declare it. Not for me, for you. Write it on your mirror. In your notebook. In your soul. My silence has value. Every time someone demands you explain your change, repeat it. Whenever you're tempted to justify yourself, remember it. Not everyone deserves the map to your process. Let the observers observe. Let the doubters get left behind. Because we aren't here to adapt. We're here to command. To become women who don't beg for space, they occupy it. And they do so in silence because they've learned that real power doesn't need staging. And now, love, I invite you to one crucial question. What will you eliminate from your life today, without explanation? What will be your first silent act of power? You don't need to publish it. Just write it, think it, and act. Because from today forward, there's no turning back. You've begun your transformation, your silent revolution.